What about the trade relationship between the EU and Latin America? The EU is Latin America's third largest trading partner and the first source of foreign direct investment in the region. Exports are growing. The EU's consumption of primary products almost doubled in the last decade. Imagine that today. No less than 70% of all exports from Latin America to the EU are primary goods such as minerals, fruit and oil. 70%. Yet despite this increase in trade, 9 of the 15 most unequal countries in the world are in Latin America. And in addition, this trade relationship is contributing to a depletion of non-renewable natural resources, global warming and social conflicts. Even a study published by the European Commission highlights how free trade agreements can create more problems. Problems, land, human rights, Latin America. Let's have a closer look at Guatemala, where only 1% of the population owns 40% of the land. In 2011, in the Polochic Valley, land grabbing caused 769 families to suffer forced eviction. Women were the most affected. And at the same time, the country kept increasing its commercial crop while ranked number 1 for child malnutrition in the region, with a rate above 50%. 50%. And what about those who defend their land? Well, 116 defenders were murdered in Latin America in 2014. This makes it the most dangerous region in the world for human rights defenders. So, how should this trade relationship really be? The affected communities and civil society should be consulted. Our governments should support and promote the international, legally binding treaty on transnational corporations and human rights. The EU should disclose who, where and why EU companies exploit land in the region. And finally, the EU should protect human rights defenders. Human rights must prevail over trade, and the EU should play a key role in changing the situation. We are a Brussels-based network of organisations monitoring relations between Europe and Latin America. We represent more than 100 civil society organisations present in these regions.